Hey guys, what's going on? It's Kevin here, and welcome to another Call of Duty Ghost weapon breakdown video. And today we're breaking down the AK-12 versus the Remington R5. Both of these are very strong assault rifles in the game. I see a lot of people running these assault rifles, so I thought I'd show you guys the similarities and the differences in both of them. So let's get started with the damage. The AK-12 has a maximum damage of 49 and a minimum damage of 25. And the Remington R5 has a maximum damage of 49 and a minimum damage of 20. So the AK-12 does have that 5 extra damage at a distance, basically. So when we're looking at like the time to kill charts, the damage is going to be one factor when we're looking at how fast both these weapons can kill. Well, we'll look at that in a second. Looking at the rate of fire, the AK-12 has a rate of fire of 689 RPM, and the Remington R5 has a rate of fire of 631. Looking at that, you might think, oh, it's not a huge difference. But when we're looking at the time to kill, those 50, 60 extra bullets that the AK-12 can spew per minute is going to play a factor in deciding the time to kill. Like I said, we'll look at that in a minute. Magazine size, the AK-12 has a magazine size of 30 or 45 extended, and the Remington R5 has a magazine of 24 or 36 extended. Now, I don't really know why the Remington has a six less bullets in its standard magazine. I think that's maybe because at certain ranges, the Remington can beat out the AK-12 really easily. And I thought maybe the game, it's kind of like the Scar H from Modern Warfare 2. You remember that gun had like crazy power, and they had to balance it. Well, they balanced it with the recoil, but they also gave it like 20 bullets for the magazine, something like that. And that's kind of like with the Remington. It's very strong, so they have to balance it with a lower magazine. Both these weapons have a ADS time of 0.3 seconds, so there's no difference there. You're not going to be able to get your shots out faster with either of these weapons unless you're running something like quick draw. Headshot multiplier, the AK-12 and the Remington R5 both have the exact same headshot multiplier of 1.4. So if you're going to go for headshots, it's going to be useful. There may be some ranges where it's not going to be useful, but like say if you're exactly right in their face, if they have full health, a headshot's not really going to help you that much because it's going to be a 2-shot kill either way. But there's going to be certain ranges where it's going to be like 1 shot less for both these weapons. So for the reload time, if you have no bullets left in your clip, the AK-12 reloads in 3.6 seconds, and the Remington R5 reloads in 2.83 seconds. If you have bullets left, the AK-12 reloads in 3.267 seconds, and the Remington R5 reloads in 2.46 seconds. So from right there, you can see that the Remington does reload quite a bit faster, about 4/5 of a second faster for when you're empty and we have bullets left. So that is a noticeable thing about the Remington. If you do feel like the AK-12 does reload slow, I would advise you run sleight of hand or something like that, just because even myself, when I'm playing, I don't have the time to waste like nearly 4 seconds just to reload my gun. So it's always useful. You could also do this thing called the reload cancel, YY, or just like sprint stop it. And for the AK-12, that is 2.03 seconds, and for the Remington R5, that's 1.6 seconds. So you just press YY or something, or your switch weapons button, and or with the reload cancel, is what it's called, and you just sprint a little bit forward, and then you stop. That's gonna cancel the reload animation, thus making your reload a lot shorter in time. So that's something you want to learn. Also, you don't want to just start doing it all of a sudden. You want to practice a little bit, because there is a certain time. If you do it before, that's just not going to reload. It's going to cancel the animation, and that's not reload it. You want to cancel the animations after it's put the bullets in. Alright, so now we're talking about the ammo that you have. For the AK-12, you start with 90 ammo. For the Remington R5, you start with 72 ammo. And your maximum ammo for the R5 is 144, and for the AK-12 is 180. That's not a huge difference. I mean, if you want to run, you can run something like fully loaded, which gives you all the ammunition you can have at the beginning of the round. I do sometimes run that, but sometimes I really feel like, fully loaded isn't going to be that useful for me, especially since I'm going to be running something like Scavenger and waste my points on other perks. Let's look at the recoil. Both these weapons have similar recoil, I guess, in a sense, but looking at the weapons, we can tell that the AK-12 has less vertical recoil, but if we go over to the Remington R5, the recoil is much more vertical, but it's a little tighter. That's the thing with the AK-12, it kind of goes side to side, get the side to side wobble. So if you really have that big a problem with it, you could probably just run the under barrel attachment, under grip barrel attachment, whatever it's called, and you could reduce that. Sometimes I do run that myself. It's not too bad, but if you want to, you can run that. Like I said, we're gonna look at the time to kills next because this is very, very important. This is like one of the biggest things in this entire video, so listen very carefully. Look at the time to kill. So up to 37 meters, which is a very long range in Call of Duty, your AK-12 will kill in 175 milliseconds, and the Remington R5 will kill in 190 milliseconds. Now, this is in a perfect world where every bullet hits. You're shooting at the optimized RPM, so everything's perfect. You know, in the real game, you're probably gonna miss a shot or two, and you're probably not gonna, get every shot on target, and your enemy's probably gonna miss one too. And so this is just in a perfect world. Remember that. Okay, so up to 37 meters, AK-12 shoots about 15 milliseconds, kills about 15 milliseconds faster. But for the next about 8 meters, the AK-12 has a kill time of 261 milliseconds, and the Remington R5 has a kill time of 190. So between 37 and 45 meters, the AK-12 kills a lot slower than the Remington R5. Like I said, these guns kind of trade off in damage and time to kill. So now when we go from 46 to 51, the AK-12 is actually still going to be killing a little bit faster than the Remington R5. The AK-12 will kill in 261 milliseconds, and the Remington will kill in 285 milliseconds. So like I said, they're going to be trading off back and forth. But once you get past that 51 meter mark, which is an extremely long range in Call of Duty, guys, you're not going to really have that many engagements of 51 meters. But if you do 51 and beyond, the AK-12 will kill in 261 milliseconds, and the Remington R5 will kill in 380 milliseconds. That's 3.8 seconds, you guys. So the AK-12 is definitely going to have a lot better damage at a very long distance, but in that long / medium distance, they're going to be trading off a little. But all the way up to about 37 meters, which is where pretty much all your engagements are going to be, the AK-12 will kill about 15 milliseconds faster. It's not a huge difference, but if you play Call of Duty a lot, you will notice that. Another thing we want to look at is the sights of both these weapons. Now, this is more of a opinion, I guess you could say, because it's not like a fact. Oh, this is better. But when you're looking at both of them, I find the AK-12 a little bit more favorable. The main reason is I don't have a ring around mine like the Remington. The Remington, you get this little sight that shows, like at a long distance, I can line that up. It's like a little 3-prong part of the sight, and that basically is good for long range. But the AK-12, it doesn't have anything obstructing my upper vision. With the Remington, has that ring around it. You got those bulky 4 sights, and I'm not saying that the Remington at all has bad sights. It's not bad sights at all. And the AK-12 has a little bit better sights. AK-12 is amazing sights actually. And to me, I found the AK-12 sights to be a little bit better. If you really are having troubles with the Remington, just slap on a red dot sight or any type of optical attachment, and you should be good to go. But that's about it, you guys. I pretty much broke down the entire AK-12 versus Remington R5. In my opinion, if you're gonna ask me, well, you didn't really ask me, but if you were to ask me, I would say that the AK-12 is probably a little bit better, just for the fact that it can kill you faster than the Remington R5 user, up to 37 meters, which is a pretty big deal. I'm not gonna lie about that. And there are some certain cosmetic things that you may like about the Remington, like you reload faster. You reload faster. That's all I really can think of right now. But yeah, your recoil is maybe a little bit on the Remington. It's not too big a difference. Personally, I find the AK-12 a little bit better, and but they're really close, you guys. I mean, honestly, those small differences you're probably not going to even notice in game. So if you want to run whichever one of you want to run, it's up to you guys. If you guys want to leave a like, I'll really appreciate that. Subscribe to the channel, and by the way, you guys might notice my voice sounds really, I don't know, raspy. It's because my voice hurts a lot right now. So if you guys could leave a like, subscribe, comment what guns you want to see broken down, I'll definitely do them. I always look at the comments, you guys. And that's all I have for you guys for today, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out.